before we get started, I wanted to interview you because I just see the incredible heart that you have, the strength that you've had in the things that you shared with me that you've been through, and even in having gone through such heartache, just how incredibly loving and kind you are, and how you also want to still be better and help others be better and bring others on that journey with you. And I'm just so incredibly proud of you for what you've gone through, how it didn't destroy you, but it's actually making you a stronger, better, more incredible person. And I'm so proud of you, and I'm so glad that you are in my life. And I just love you.
I love you so much. I can't say anything else because then I will be bawling. So we're just going to stick to I love you so much. I appreciate your words. I really, really love them. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Well, with that, my love, you ready?
I'm ready. Okay, so my name is Frances Marie Rivera Pacheco. I am originally from Puerto Rico, and I have a podcast like you called The Self-Growth Train, and it's a podcast that combines personal stories, opinions, and research in order to better guide you through your self-growth journey.
Yes.
Other than that, I have 3 jobs, and I do a lot of volunteering with the bleeding disorders community.
Yeah. All right, so I believe that love looks like something tangible in our everyday lives.
Yes.
So what is the most powerful act of love that you've ever witnessed, and how did it inspire you to love differently or more deeply?
All right, I'm going to be honest. When you sent me this question, I was like, this woman wants me to dig deep. Deep. And I did dig deep. And so this sounds so weird. The biggest love story that I've seen actually involves my quote-unquote cousin. She's not really related to me, but I've known her since I was little.
Puerto Rican.
And she's my cousin. Yes.
We don't need blood relationships.
We don't need blood relationships. And not to tell the tea, but basically what happened was, they use it as a testimony of their marriage. So she's been married for many years. Long story short, there was a moment where they were having a lot of fights, and he cheated on her. Then she cheated on him. But when he cheated on her, he actually got the girl pregnant. And so there was a child in question. And this child, we were expecting her, right, to be like, we don't want that child to be here, or I'm going to take it against that mom or everything. And the way that she reacted was, that's not the child's fault. Yeah. I actually want to bring this child into my family and make sure she knows that she's loved. And so through that child, they were able to heal their relationship, and they are still together to this day. And they talk a lot about the power of forgiveness. And so to be able to see that type of love and that type of forgiveness, I think that it taught me a lot about what we are capable of doing when we set our heart to do it. And so that's the deepest act of love that I can think of. And I also want to use you as an example, because when we met, I was sharing my story with you and everything, and you said something that was very powerful to me, and that was because I was saying that I wish them well, except in this situation. I wish them well, except in here. And you were like, in my situation, I wish them love. And I wish them love in every sense of the word, because how can I wish them bad when I love them so much? And that stuck with me. Forgiveness is definitely the biggest act of love. And I've seen it enough in my life to know that I'm capable of forgiving. Now, one of the 2 traits that I see in myself that I've been working on is I do get petty and I do get resentful. And so in this journey of wanting to become more loving, again, forgiveness has been at the forefront of my focus. And I've just been like, if you want to be loving, you can't hold on to that pettiness. You can't hold on to that resentfulness. And you definitely cannot not forgive.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think about them a lot, and I apply the lesson that I learned from them, not just in a romantic setting, but also in a familiar setting, in a labor setting or like job setting.
Mm-hmm.
And this helped me a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm not the same person that I used to be because of it. So
I think putting it into play and application in your life and actually like sitting with that, what does it look like to forgive someone? Because that's really what it is. Like when we're still wishing ill for someone, it's like, oh, that's an indicator that we haven't forgiven them, right? And it's so cliche, but I do absolutely believe it's true. It's like forgiveness is always for you, not for that other person. Like they don't give a shit. They're living their best life, you know? Like it doesn't impact them if we haven't forgiven them, but it does impact us, you know? Yeah. And it really does set you free when you're able to forgive them. And this is just me. I know it's controversial and not a lot of people believe this, but I do believe when you can wish someone well and hope the best for them. And like you said, it doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean I'm letting you back in my life. Like I can still have very healthy, hardcore boundaries because either you haven't changed or whatever. But really, like when you're able to truly like, I hope the best for you. You don't have to be in my life anymore. You can do it over there. But
sayonara, bye-bye, adios.
But over there, I hope the best for you, and I really do hope it all works out. Just leave me out of it. But you know, I think that like you're able to release that and let it go, and it gives you freedom in a way that ends up being so healing for those of us that are holding on to it.
But I think that there's such power in letting go and seeing where it leads.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I don't got fear. And it doesn't mean that I'm not anxious about it.
Yeah.
Because I am. I'm just medicated. But but
I love you.
I have been able to move past it because of going to therapy, taking my meds, doing everything that I need to do, right? Mm-hmm. So if there's anybody out there that is holding on to someone, a situation, a job, a person, whatever, and you know for a fact it's not working out and you've tried everything, I think that, yeah, the most powerful thing for yourself and most beneficial thing for yourself is to let go. But it takes a lot of surrender.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I don't know about you, but we like control over here. Yeah. We like knowing what's going to happen and when it's going to happen and how. So surrender is not easy, but it's definitely something that we have to do in order to like get to a better place and get to a healed place.
Yeah. Well, and you also said something really crucial and key about how it does take two. And I think that's the thing, because I also was in a similar place in my former marriage where it's like I applied, you know, having grown up in the church, I applied a lot of these principles to my marriage, but it's like if both people aren't in the same space, like I can't be the only one working towards this, right? Like it has to be both of us. And like you said, to anyone watching, if you're getting anything from this, it's definitely, I agree. It's the having to really be honest with yourself about if you're in a situation where trust has been broken in any relationship, like
any relationship,
romantic or non, platonic. In any relationship, it's like, am I the only one that is working on improving this and fixing whatever happened and healing and moving past that? Because if you're not, like, ultimately it doesn't matter, right? Like you're just gonna spin a lot of wheels and spend a lot of energy and time chasing after something that, like, it takes two to tango.
Yeah.
you know. So, what was your biggest learning experience? Because I don't really like to say fail, but like, where do you feel like you like kind of failed-ish in life, but you learned from it, and what can others learn from you?
Okay, so I fell in love unintentionally,
Oh,
but I fell in love, and I had my first love, right? And the way that I went about it was I put my everything. I'm talking. You think it's 100% that you have 200% in you. Like when you're in
and
love,
more in a tank.
and more, you're like 1,000%. Like I gave everything, and it didn't work. And so what I learned was, it doesn't matter how much you do or how much you pour if the cup is not meant for you.
Wow. I'm gonna start quoting you on that.
Thank you. Make me crochet something. Crochet on like a pillow, on a throw pillow. It's just be like, yeah, it doesn't matter how much you pour if the cup is not meant for you. And that was my biggest lesson, my biggest failure at the same time. And I think that that's also why I held to it so much. It wasn't just because I was in love with him. It was because I was like, I don't want to fail. Like, what do you mean? Like, I love this person and I'm failing at it? And don't get me wrong, he loved me too, but not to the same level. And he also didn't have the same amount of commitment that I had. So I also learned that presence determines interest. So
I'm gonna start quoting you on all these things.
Okay, quote me. Do it. Do it. I'm famous. Presence determines interest.
Yeah.
And if I look back, whenever he had something that was important for him, I was there. Maybe if I wasn't there in person, I was there financially, or I was there in the side rooting. Not the same for me. So, I mean, not to get into it, but yeah, like his presence was there when I was having medical stuff, which was also very important.
Yeah.
But when it came to my achievements, I didn't feel his presence. And that like got to me a lot.
Yeah.
And it's just what it is. But the point is, again, the lesson that I learned is he wasn't meant for me. And I was meant to do everything I did to show myself how much love I have inside of me. Because I never thought I was capable of that type of love. And so now that I know that I have all that love inside of me, I can be more selective in how I pour my love. So, yeah, it was a big lesson.
Well, it definitely sounds like it was not a failure at all. Because like you said, you learned a lot about yourself. And now you're able to refine your standards so that the next time you do pour into a cup, it's one that is meant for you.
Oh, I'm so excited. You have no idea. I'm so excited. I pray about it all the time. I'm like, God, show me my cup. I think like that should be like a workshop. It's like, draw your cup. Like let me show you how I want my cup.
What is the most meaningful way that you've shown love, and what can others learn from that?
The most meaningful way that I've shown love, 2 ways. Okay. So the first one is going inpatient to a psychiatry ward, I think that's what it's called. That was the best.
Like white walls?
No, like the...
I think like white padded walls.
Yeah, people always...
You're like restrained.
But, I mean...
The music videos growing up in the 90s.
Yeah, there we go. I think people have such a specific view of what a psych ward looks like because it has been stigmatized so much, like through media, like you already said, like music videos, movies, books, all of that. But no, it was like... It's funny because like in many ways it felt like I was at camp. I had a roommate,
summer camp as a kid.
Like a summer camp. Okay. Yeah, like there was a room and I had a roommate, and we would wake up at a certain time, and there was activities at a certain time, and then we did crafts And then we did therapy,
Mm-hmm.
and then we did other stuff. So for me, that was the biggest act of love that I could do for myself. And like, honestly, my mom was the one that did that because she saw how depressed and how my life kept going down. And at the time, I didn't realize that I was suicidal because, like, for me and for many people, they think suicide is I want to die, right? What I wasn't thinking was I don't want to live, meaning I don't want to get up. I don't want to brush my teeth. I don't want to get dressed. I don't want to do any of that. And when I went to the hospital and I said that, they were like, homegirl, you suicidal. Like, you just don't realize it, but you're suicidal. I was like, oh, well, I guess I am. Like, damn, I've been suicidal my whole life then. I was like, okay, then open the doors, let's go in. Take me to Wonderland. And what I learned there was that the focus is on me. I'm in charge of my destiny. I'm in charge of what happens. Like, nobody else can do the things that I can do. And I learned while I was there, which I should have already known, but like while I was there, I got reminded of how I am the most determined person I know. Because going there, I was like, I do want to live. I do want to experience life. I want to like do the things that I said that I wanted to do. Which, by the way, I went to the hospital on a Sunday, and that Friday was the Bad Bunny concert. And I went to the doctor, and I was like, I'm getting out of here before Friday. And he was like, we shall see. And I was like, we shall see nothing. I'm getting here out by Friday. I'm going to see Bad Bunny. He's the only reason that I've been like alive and well. So I'm going to go see Bad Bunny. And it was funny because on the Friday when I got released, they released me on the Friday. He literally was like, okay, we'll let you go on Friday. They released me on Friday, and he was like, are you excited? I was like, so fucking excited. Like, I cannot wait to see Bad Bunny. Like, this is the excitement.
Like, she has a will to live.
So that was the biggest gift that I gave to myself. The other thing is this crown. So I started this crown last year on the podcast, and I explained how I wanted to wear the crown to remind myself of the royalness in me and like the respect that I deserve.
Yeah.
It wasn't to be like, oh, she's all that. No, it was to remind myself, no, you're a princess. You are someone that deserves respect. You are someone that deserves to be heard. You have a voice, you have power. You are someone that can be influential when you want to be. Inspiring when you want to be. And yeah, and that's when I started embracing that girly side of me of like, because again, like there were times in my life where girly was synonymous with weak or inferior. And so, yeah, no, it started last year. I was like, I want to give myself the gift of self-pride and self-confidence and high self-esteem. So if it takes a crown, I'm going to get it from Amazon and I'm going to wear it on the podcast every single time. And that's exactly what I did. And that's the story behind the crown.
Oh, I love it. I love all of this for you. I'm so glad that you got the help that you needed when you needed it. I'm glad that you had the strength and perseverance, and that Bad Bunny was Bad Bunny. Like, I gotta get through this. But I'm glad that you found reasons. I'll say plural. I assume there was more than Bad Bunny to fight for that like will to live, and just seeing you where you are now, right? Like the princess that you are, just the beautiful human being that you are, the walking in that greatness. Like, I'm so glad that you fought for more and you fought for better for yourself, because you deserve every bit of it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It means a lot. Oh my God, don't make me cry again. I've already cried 3 times in front of you. I've kept count.
And I don't think we have any of them on camera.
Oh, well, I'm a pretty crier, so you're welcome.
You are. In what ways can you commit to growing in love more?
It's a good question. I would
You
say
did not see this coming.
no, I didn't. I didn't. It's a complete surprise. Well, much like the first question, you really make a girl go deep. So, in what ways? Well, for me, being more forgiving. Like I said, resentment and pettiness are something that I have used a lot. And the reality is, it has helped me a lot. So it's kind of like reinforced that using these work.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things that I've come to learn is that forgiveness also works. It works differently. It takes more time. It's more meaningful, but it works. So I want to work on forgiving. I want to work on embracing adversity more. I know it sounds weird, but earlier I was telling you about some of the stuff going on, and I started crying, and I said, well, I gotta embrace it with a smile. Like I have to embrace it with a smile. And it's like that's what I'm working on. Like I believe in God, and I believe that everything happens for a reason. And I think that in the past I have been so focused in finding that reason that I forget to just enjoy the moment, and I forget to see whatever is happening is teaching me. So right now I'm just very excited to continue learning about myself, to moving further into a place in my heart where like something happens that upsets me and I'm able to like automatically forgive. That's my goal. I'm not there, but that's my goal. Okay.
That's first off, that's an incredible goal.
Well, thank you.
It's going to be so incredibly powerful in your life because, like we were saying earlier, like it's for you and it's going to set you free. And you don't have to be there. That's why you're committing to grow in that. And I think that's, we're all on a journey. And I think that's the whole point, right? Is like, what is area I have to work on? And ultimately, like it helps us be better people. Like it's better for us in the end. And obviously other people benefit from it too. But in hearing you say that the things that you've done in the past, right, like have worked, but this also works. Yeah. I'm so proud of you for seeing that, because when pettiness and things like that are reinforced that like this works, but this other thing, this will work too. And it might be a little bit harder to learn something different. Learn how to operate in a different way. But ultimately, it is for your best interest and the best interest of everybody around you, every relationship, and it will serve every relationship you have better. All right, my love. I am trying to start a global love movement. Yes. Will you join me?
Hell yeah. Yes.
Awesome. Well, you just keep loving yourself and others and keep looking for ways that you can love yourself and the world more.
I'm so excited to be in this journey with you.
Yeah, me too.
I just want to say this person you're seeing is literally the same on camera and off camera.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm very blessed to have met you. I'm very grateful. I appreciate you so much. And I just think like you're such a beautiful human being. And like the fact that you're starting this movement and you already have people joining you and excitement and excited. And it's like, I legit, sometimes I WWLD, like what would Lauren do? Like you just don't understand. Like there's times, especially when I'm at school, I'm like, so I work at school. Okay, for context, I work at school with kids, and there's times where I was just like, oh, this kid, oh my god, and then I'm just like, WWLD, what will Lauren do? Like, she would look at them with kindness. She would look at them with love. And then I do that. And then I remember, and I'm like, I'm in the love journey. So let's stick to it.
I love this. That is actually selfishly, that is like
the biggest compliment.
Yes, 100%. Thank you. That is like the sweetest thing I could ever hear, because that's quite literally, I mean, not like what would I do, what would Lauren do, but like I think of it as like, what does love look like in this moment, in this situation? And that is actually exactly what I'm hoping to do with all of us and inspire in people, is for people to just take a moment and be like, what would it look like for me to be more loving in this situation or towards this person? Or and sometimes, to be very clear to everybody, because we've both been in unhealthy and in an abusive relationship, so sometimes that does look like boundaries, and like I always want to be very clear, I'm never saying like deal with shit you shouldn't be dealing with, like have good boundaries. Don't learn the hard way.
Don't do that.
I learned everything the hard way is what I've learned. But that is what I want to do with this, is to just inspire people to stop and be like, you know what, how could I be more loving? What does it look like tangibly for me to bring love into a situation or towards a person, you know, as long as it's safe and healthy and all that good shit. So I'm so honored to hear that. Thank you.
Well, you're honored to hear that. And I'm just going to fix something that you said. You said that is what I want to do. And I need you to fix that too. That is what I'm doing. Because you are doing it. And you're doing it. And again, like, I'm so proud of you. And I'm so, like, my soulmate. Guys, she's my soulmate. Like, I'm obsessed with her. It wasn't the Chardonnay, okay? It was true and honest from the beginning.
Still get sober, and then we're good. Oh my gosh, I love you. Oh my goodness.
I'm excited. It's gonna be a journey.
It is.
It's gonna be a hell of a journey. Yes. But WWLD. So that's what we're doing. What would love do? Okay, fine. What would love do? We can change it, but like, love Lauren. Instead of Ralph Lauren, you can be Love Lauren. I love it.
I'm gonna get like from those little like bracelets that we all had.
Yeah.
Like growing up.
Let's make them.
WWLD.
WWLD.
Would love to.
I would love to. I love it. I think it's wonderful.
Awesome.
And it's so encompassing. Mm-hmm. It's like, it just leaves it to love. So yeah. Oh, I love all of this.
I love it. Thank you so much. I'm so glad we're on this journey together. We're on the self-growth journey. The train. Choo-choo. Yeah. I love you. I love you too. Okay. Oh. Okay.
And I have 3 minutes to answer the question, right?
Ish. I mean, I don't.
I'll make it short. I promise.
No, I don't.
I promise. I'm Puerto Rican, but I can do it. I believe in myself.
Well, thank you so much. I really adore you. You, like I was saying, you are such an incredibly strong, kind, caring person.
So are you. Like, that's the thing. Like, it's like, the moment I met you, right, I see you as love embodied into a person. Like, I've never met that before. Like, I've never met a person that I was like, wow, the way you shine love and kindness and compassion and empathy, like, it's very vibrant and it's very welcoming and it's very like, I mean, to be fair, I was also drunk. So like, the emotions were heightened. But what I'm saying is, you were like a beacon. Like, I still remember sitting by the desk thing to like welcome people, and like, you just came in and you were like, hi, I'm Lauren. And I was like, I want her. Like, I want her energy. I want her in my life. I just want to surround myself with her essence. So yes, I still feel that way sober. I do feel that way sober. Very, very much.
Thank
I still love you very, very much. Every time I've talked to you ever since then, sober.
Oh God, I love it. I love it. Thank you.
Very welcome.
That means a lot to me, and we share similar backgrounds and stories, and I'm honestly, I'm so honored and humbled to hear you say that, because that is my goal. That is what I want to be, and that's what I also see in you. Like, and that's what I really love about you and your journey, and just like what you're doing. So
thank you so much. Yes. I didn't know I was gonna be love bombed today. And you're making me blush.
Get clean.
I love it. I love it. Again, I attribute a lot of my changes to you. Like, I don't think you realize the impact of your presence in my life, or the day that I met you. But like, the day that I met you was literally like a core memory moment of God sending me a sign of like, okay, you won't listen to me through dreams. You won't listen to me through pictures and like other signs that I keep sending you. So I'm gonna send you a whole human, and I will make this human the most loving human that you've ever met, and I'm gonna get her to get you on this loving journey. And I was like, okay, God, do what you gotta do. And here we are, and I'm very happy about it.
Oh man, well, I'm really honored. Thank you. You're giving me too much credit.
I talk about you all the time to my friends, so it's fine.
Thank you. You deserve it for yourself, and you deserve it for everyone in your life, and whoever deserves your cup.
I'm gonna marry you.